Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a powerful question: what if you did change now? Let's take a moment to consider what that truly means. Change is not just a word, it's a force, a catalyst that drives us toward growth and transformation. We often find ourselves at a crossroads, hesitant and unsure. But let me tell you, embracing change can lead to incredible opportunities. Think about it for a moment. When you look back at your life, how many times have you found yourself stuck in a routine, doing the same things day in and day out? Now imagine if you decided to step outside of that comfort zone. What would happen if you took that leap? Change can be daunting, I know that. It can fill us with fear of the unknown, fear of failure. But let's face it, the only way to grow is to confront those fears head on. It starts with a decision to take action. You have to be willing to take that first step, no matter how small it may seem. Whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a different career, or simply changing your daily habits, every action counts. And remember, taking action is what separates those who dream from those who do. Change is an inevitable part of life, a constant that shapes our existence and influences our journey. The nature of change can be complex, as it manifests in various forms, whether through personal experiences, external circumstances, or shifts in societal norms. Understanding change begins with recognizing its significance. It is not merely a reaction to events, it is a driving force that compels us to adapt, evolve, and ultimately thrive. To appreciate this aspect of change, one must first acknowledge its dual nature. It can be both disruptive and liberating. When we think about change, it often evokes feelings of uncertainty and discomfort. Many people resist change because it challenges their established routines and comfort zones. This resistance is rooted in human psychology. We are creatures of habit, and the familiar provides us with a sense of security. However, it is essential to understand that while the initial stages of change may be unsettling, they can also pave the way for growth and new opportunities. The key lies in reframing our perspective on change. Rather than viewing it solely as a challenge to overcome, we should recognize it as an opportunity for development and exploration. For instance, consider the process of personal growth that accompanies significant life changes. Whether it's transitioning to a new job, moving to a different city, or even experiencing a shift in personal relationships, these moments often serve as catalysts for self-discovery. They force us to confront our values, beliefs, and priorities. During such transitions, we often find hidden strengths we never knew we possessed. As we navigate the unfamiliar terrain that change presents, we learn more about our resilience and capacity for adaptation. Change can act as a mirror, reflecting aspects of ourselves that we may have overlooked in the comfort of routine. It compels us to reassess our goals and aspirations. What once felt like a fixed path may now seem full of possibilities. For instance, someone who once defined their identity through their career may discover new passions and interests when faced with a job change. This newfound awareness can lead to a more fulfilling and authentic life, where individuals are more aligned with their true selves. When we embrace change, we open ourselves to new experiences that broaden our horizons. Each encounter teaches us something valuable, whether it's a lesson in empathy, patience, or innovation. Change encourages us to step outside our comfort zones and engage with the world in meaningful ways. This engagement can foster a sense of curiosity and wonder, allowing us to appreciate the richness of life in all its complexities. To personal growth, change plays a pivotal role in societal progress. History is replete with examples of how transformative movements arise from the collective will to change the status quo. Social justice movements, technological advancements, and cultural shifts all stem from individuals and groups recognizing the need for change and mobilizing efforts to enact it. Understanding this broader context emphasizes that change is not only a personal journey, it is a collective endeavor that shapes the world around us. Each individual's willingness to embrace change contributes to a larger tapestry of progress and innovation. The understanding of change extends beyond the individual to encompass communities and organizations. Businesses, for example, thrive when they adapt to changing market dynamics and consumer preferences. Those that resist change risk obsolescence. This principle applies not only to businesses but also to educational institutions, healthcare systems, and government entities. The ability to pivot, innovate, and respond to new challenges is a hallmark of success in an ever-evolving landscape. While change is necessary for growth, it is essential to approach it with intention and mindfulness. Not all change is beneficial, and understanding the nature of the changes we encounter is crucial. Some changes may arise from external pressures that do not align with our values or goals. Thus, discerning which changes to embrace and which to resist is a vital skill. This discernment requires self-reflection and an understanding of one's priorities and aspirations. Understanding change is a multifaceted endeavor that requires a shift in perspective. Change is not merely something that happens to us, it is an integral part of our growth and development. By embracing change, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities, enabling us to uncover hidden strengths and redefine our identities. It encourages us to challenge the status quo and engage meaningfully with the world, fostering a sense of curiosity and resilience. As we navigate the complexities of change, it is essential to remain mindful and intentional, ensuring that our journey is aligned with our values and aspirations. Embracing opportunities is at the heart of personal growth and transformation. Opportunities often present themselves in the most unexpected forms, whether they arise from a major life event, a chance encounter, or even a simple change in routine. The key to unlocking these opportunities lies in our willingness to embrace change and step into the unknown. When we adopt an open mindset, we cultivate the ability to recognize and seize the possibilities that life presents to us. To begin with, it's essential to understand that opportunities are not always apparent at first glance. Often they are disguised as challenges or obstacles. For instance, consider a situation where someone is laid off from their job. This scenario is undoubtedly distressing, yet it can also serve as a profound opportunity for growth. The individual is now free from the constraints of their previous role, allowing them the time and space to reflect on their true passions and career aspirations. Instead of viewing the layoff as a setback, they can see it as a chance to explore new fields, develop new skills, or even start their own venture. By embracing the change, they may uncover pathways that align more closely with their personal values and interests. This mindset shift is crucial when navigating the complexities of life. Often, fear and uncertainty can cloud our judgment, causing us to overlook opportunities that may initially seem risky or uncomfortable. However, history is filled with stories of individuals who took calculated risks and found success beyond their wildest dreams. Think of entrepreneurs who started businesses in their garages or artists who pursued their craft against all odds. Their stories remind us that the most remarkable achievements often stem from moments of vulnerability and the willingness to embrace change. Embracing opportunities also requires a proactive approach. It's not enough to simply wait for opportunities to knock on our doors, we must actively seek them out. This involves expanding our horizons, stepping outside our comfort zones, and being open to new experiences. Networking, attending workshops, and engaging with diverse communities can significantly increase the likelihood of encountering opportunities. When we expose ourselves to new ideas and perspectives, we create a fertile ground for inspiration and innovation. By actively participating in our lives and communities, we cultivate a mindset that is receptive to the myriad possibilities that exist around us. Embracing opportunities often means overcoming the fear of failure. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking the necessary steps toward change. However, it's vital to recognize that failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the journey. Each setback carries valuable lessons that can inform our future decisions and actions. When we view failure as a stepping stone rather than an endpoint, we free ourselves from the constraints of perfectionism and open ourselves to the potential for growth. Embracing opportunities often requires the courage to take risks and the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. To individual opportunities, embracing change also creates the potential for collective opportunities within communities and organizations. When people come together to embrace change, they foster an environment of collaboration and innovation. This collective approach can lead to breakthroughs that might not be possible in isolation. Organizations that encourage a culture of adaptability and open-mindedness are often more successful at navigating change and seizing opportunities. They empower their members to share ideas, experiment, and innovate, creating a dynamic ecosystem where opportunities can flourish. Embracing opportunities is deeply interconnected with the concept of vision. To recognize and seize opportunities, we must have a clear sense of our goals and aspirations. When we envision what we want to achieve in life, we become more attuned to the opportunities that align with that vision. Setting specific, measurable goals helps us identify the paths we want to pursue, making it easier to recognize opportunities that lead us closer to those goals. This clarity of purpose acts as a compass, guiding us through the often chaotic landscape of life, and helping us navigate the changes that come our way. It's essential to maintain a mindset of gratitude and openness. When we cultivate an attitude of appreciation for the present moment, we become more receptive to the opportunities that surround us. Gratitude shifts our focus away from what we lack and directs it toward what we have, fostering a sense of abundance. This perspective enables us to see the silver linings in challenging situations and recognize the potential for growth even in adversity. By practicing gratitude, we create a positive feedback loop that encourages us to embrace change and seek out opportunities with enthusiasm and optimism. As we navigate the ever-changing landscape of our lives, embracing opportunities becomes a vital skill. It requires us to remain curious, proactive, and resilient in the face of uncertainty. By shifting our perspective on change and actively seeking out the possibilities that life presents, we unlock the potential for personal growth and transformation. Opportunities may come in various forms, and while they may not always be apparent, they are always present for those who are willing to embrace change and pursue their goals with passion and determination. Overcoming fear is one of the most significant challenges individuals face when confronted with change. Fear often manifests as a powerful barrier, hindering our ability to embrace new opportunities and navigate the uncertainties that come with transformation. Understanding the nature of fear and developing strategies to confront it is crucial for personal growth and development. Fear can take many forms, from fear of the unknown and fear of failure to fear of judgment and criticism. Each of these fears can paralyze us, making it difficult to take the necessary steps toward change. At its core, fear is a natural and instinctive response to perceived threats. It serves a protective purpose, alerting us to potential dangers. However, when it comes to change, this instinctive fear can become an impediment to our progress. To effectively overcome fear, we first need to acknowledge its presence and understand its origins. Often, fear stems from past experiences or societal conditioning that reinforces the belief that change is risky or fraught with potential pitfalls. By recognizing that fear is a normal part of the human experience, we can begin to reframe our relationship with it. One effective strategy for overcoming fear is to confront it directly. This involves identifying the specific fears that are holding us back and examining them closely. For instance, if someone fears the unknown, they might consider what exactly they are afraid of. Is it the fear of failure, financial insecurity, or the possibility of disappointing others? By breaking down these fears into manageable components, we can begin to address each one individually. Writing down these fears can also be a helpful exercise, as it externalizes them and allows us to view them more objectively. This process of self-reflection can illuminate the irrational nature of many fears, helping us recognize that they often stem from exaggerated perceptions rather than reality. Once we have identified our fears, we can begin to challenge them. This requires a willingness to step outside our comfort zones and take calculated risks. Gradually exposing ourselves to the situations that trigger our fears can help desensitize us to their effects. For instance, if someone is afraid of public speaking, they might start by practicing in front of a small, supportive group before progressing to larger audiences. Each small success builds confidence and diminishes fear over time. This incremental approach allows us to gradually acclimate to discomfort, demonstrating that we can handle challenging situations. Cultivating a growth mindset is essential for overcoming fear. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When we adopt this mindset, we view challenges as opportunities for learning and growth rather than threats to our self-worth. This shift in perspective encourages us to embrace change and take risks, as we recognize that setbacks are part of the learning process. By focusing on the lessons learned from failures rather than the failures themselves, we become more resilient and better equipped to face the uncertainties that accompany change. Another vital component of overcoming fear is the support of others. Sharing our fears with trusted friends, family members, or mentors can provide valuable perspective and encouragement. Discussing our concerns often reveals that others have faced similar challenges, making us feel less isolated in our struggles. Additionally, seeking guidance from those who have successfully navigated change can offer insights and strategies that we may not have considered. A supportive community can act as a safety net, providing reassurance and motivation as we confront our fears. Practicing mindfulness and self-compassion also plays a crucial role in overcoming fear. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we can create a space between our fears and our reactions to them. This allows us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively out of fear. Self-compassion, on the other hand, involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding in the face of failure or difficulty. When we approach our fears with compassion, we reduce the negative self-talk that often accompanies fear, allowing us to be more forgiving of ourselves and more willing to take risks. In the context of overcoming fear, visualization techniques can also be beneficial. Imagining ourselves successfully navigating change can help rewire our brain's responses to fear. Visualization allows us to create a mental image of ourselves succeeding in a challenging situation, reinforcing the belief that we can overcome our fears. This technique can be particularly effective when preparing for significant changes such as job interviews, public speaking engagements, or other high-stakes scenarios. By visualizing success, we can build confidence and diminish the power of fear over our actions. It's essential to celebrate small victories along the way. Each time we confront our fears and take a step toward change, we should acknowledge and celebrate that achievement, no matter how small. Recognizing our progress reinforces the idea that we are capable of overcoming fear and adapting to change. This celebration can serve as a motivator, propelling us forward and encouraging us to continue pushing our boundaries. The power of action is a fundamental principle in the journey of embracing change and realizing personal growth. While understanding the need for change and recognizing opportunities is crucial, it is action that transforms those insights into tangible results. Taking action is what propels us forward, enabling us to move from a state of contemplation and intention to one of execution and accomplishment. However, it is essential to understand that taking action is not merely about physical movement. It involves a series of deliberate choices and steps that require commitment, courage, and clarity. To begin with, the act of taking action is rooted in intention. Before we can effectively act, we must first clarify our goals and motivations. This process involves reflecting on what we truly want to achieve and why it matters to us. When we have a clear vision of our desired outcomes, we are more likely to align our actions with our intentions. This alignment creates a sense of purpose that fuels our commitment to change. For instance, someone who aspires to pursue a healthier lifestyle must first identify their reasons for wanting to change, whether it be for improved health, increased energy, or enhanced well-being. Understanding these motivations provides the impetus needed to take the necessary steps toward that goal. Once we have established our intentions, the next step is to break down our goals into actionable steps. Large goals can often feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination or inaction. To combat this, it is helpful to divide our objectives into smaller, manageable tasks. This method not only makes the process less daunting, but also allows us to celebrate small victories along the way. Each completed task serves as a building block, reinforcing our sense of progress and motivating us to continue moving forward. For instance, if someone aims to write a book, they might start by setting a goal to write a certain number of words each day or complete a specific chapter each week. These incremental actions contribute to the larger goal and help maintain momentum. The importance of consistency cannot be overstated when it comes to taking action. Consistency creates a rhythm that keeps us engaged and focused on our goals. Establishing a routine can help integrate new actions into our daily lives, making it easier to maintain progress over time. Whether it's dedicating time each day to exercise, study, or pursue a creative passion, creating habits around our goals fosters discipline and accountability. Over time, these consistent actions become second nature, making it easier to continue pursuing our objectives even when motivation wanes. It is also crucial to remain flexible and adaptable in our approach to action. While having a plan is essential, the journey of change is rarely linear. Unexpected challenges and obstacles will inevitably arise, and our ability to adapt our actions in response to these circumstances is vital for sustained progress. This flexibility involves being open to reassessing our strategies and making adjustments when necessary. For example, if someone encounters difficulties in their original plan to lose weight through strict dieting, they might consider alternative approaches, such as incorporating more enjoyable forms of exercise or exploring healthier eating habits that align better with their lifestyle. By remaining adaptable, we empower ourselves to find solutions that work for us, rather than feeling defeated by setbacks. Taking action also requires courage, particularly when it involves stepping outside of our comfort zones. It is natural to feel apprehensive about change, but growth often occurs in the spaces where we feel the most uncomfortable. Embracing the unknown and taking calculated risks can lead to remarkable transformations. This courage can be cultivated through practice and gradual exposure to discomfort. Each time we confront our fears and take action despite them, we strengthen our resilience and build confidence in our ability to navigate change. Accountability plays a significant role in the power of action. Sharing our goals and intentions with others can create a support system that encourages us to take action. When we communicate our aspirations to friends, family, or mentors, we invite external motivation and accountability into our journey. Having someone to check in with or share progress updates can be immensely helpful in maintaining focus and commitment. This social aspect of action reinforces our determination and can provide encouragement during challenging times. The power of action extends beyond individual pursuits to influence our broader environment and communities. When we take action to pursue our goals, we not only change our own lives but also inspire those around us. Our actions can create a ripple effect, encouraging others to take their own steps toward change. For instance, someone who commits to volunteer work or community service may motivate friends and family to join them in making a difference. By taking action, we contribute to a collective movement that fosters positivity and growth within our communities. The mindset we adopt when taking action is equally important. Cultivating a positive and growth-oriented mindset can enhance our ability to take action effectively. This involves reframing our thoughts to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Instead of dwelling on the fear of failure, we can choose to view challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. This shift in perspective empowers us to take bold actions, knowing that each step forward is a chance to discover more about ourselves and our capabilities. It is essential to recognize that the power of action is not solely about achieving specific outcomes, it is also about the journey itself. Each action we take contributes to our personal development and self-discovery. The lessons learned along the way, the relationships forged, and the experiences gained all shape who we are becoming. This understanding encourages us to appreciate the process of taking action, rather than solely focusing on the end result. By embracing the journey, we cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose in our lives.